Caitlin Clark start her own basketball league?
She could go start her own league. She's bigger than this league. Her fans are bigger than the league.
2 minutes ago, the unthinkable started gaining traction. Caitlin Clark might actually launch her own basketball league. Yes, you heard that right.
What if Caitlin Clark just left and started her own league because of the way she's been treated?
After months of disrespect, physical targeting, and league silence, this isn't just a wild rumor anymore. It's a real possibility backed by insiders and major sponsors.
Headline at Fox News: author floats fascinating possibility of Caitlin Clark being focal point of breakaway basketball league.
If you believe Caitlin deserves better and should take control of her future, drop a 100% in the comments. Let's break down why this changes everything for her and for the WNBA.
If Caitlin Clark were to do this, the WNBA is done. Ratings crash, attendance plummet.
It all started when veteran sports journalist Christine Brennan, who's covered women's sports for decades, went on ESPN and floated a shocking but serious idea. Caitlin Clark could launch her own league. At first, it sounded wild. But when you look at the facts, it's not far-fetched at all.
She's got a $28 million deal with Nike. She's got deals with Gatorade, Wilson. Deals total around $40 million.
Caitlin's got massive backing. Nike, Gatorade, Wilson, adding up to over $40 million in deals. She's packing arenas. She's dominating ratings. She's not just a player, she's a brand. Brennan made it clear networks would line up to get broadcasting rights if Caitlin ever built something of her own.
Caitlin Clark can start her own league if she chooses to. And it's a lot of people that are back her. Hell, Ice Cube already tried to give her a couple $1 million. And you mean to tell me that Napheesa Collier and Breanna Stewart can start their own league, but Caitlin Clark can't when she's 30 times 30 more popular than them? Come on, bruh. Why do you think they want her involved in that league?
And while others like Breanna Stewart and Napheesa Collier tried launching a league called Unrivaled, it failed. Why? No draw, no Caitlin. With her name alone, Caitlin Clark could instantly flip the script. The infrastructure exists. The money is there. All that's missing is her decision.
This would be interesting for a couple of reasons. Number one, Unrivaled was paying players significantly more than they were making in the WNBA. If this potential Caitlin Clark league did the same, would players be willing to cross over? Or would they be glad that Caitlin Clark is out of their league and they finally have the WNBA all to themselves? Which leads to number two.
Let's get real. This isn't just about ambition. The real reason the Caitlin Clark League idea even exists is because of how the WNBA has failed her.
Caitlin Clark, constantly manhandled in the WNBA. Busted eardrum, pokes in the eye, players shoving her from behind, the constant jealousy from other players.
Since entering the league, Caitlin Clark has been shoved, elbowed, scratched, poked in the eye, and even hit hard enough to cause a burst eardrum. These aren't isolated plays. This is a pattern.
Kat Engelbert doesn't do a damn thing about it.
The physicality is extreme, and more importantly, unchecked.
The physicality in the game is in three areas: in the post, on the glass, and at the point of screening. The rest of it needs to be cleaned up. I want to see the offense make the defense wrong.
Definitely White is going to be exposed as a fraud as a coach.
Game after game, fans have watched as referees swallow the whistle.
Did she take 1 second to release a statement saying, look, the temperature is high in this league. We really appreciate Caitlin, even though it may not appear that way. The women are just competing.
Meanwhile, the league stays silent. No statement, no fines, no suspensions. Not even public support from Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, who somehow finds time to lecture fans about race.
It's been a disaster. The good teams can keep the locker room together,
but can't take a moment to defend the most impactful rookie the league has ever seen. And the locker room? It's no better. A wave of bitterness and jealousy has followed Caitlin since day one.
You don't have any fans, anybody who will just come to see you play. That's the point I'm making by calling you guys out of your names.
Players who couldn't sell 3,000 tickets before her arrival are now basking in full arenas. But instead of gratitude, many respond with resentment. Not a single star, No team captain, no veteran stood up publicly and said, hey, let's compete hard but fair. Let's protect our stars. When Caitlyn brought millions of new fans to the league, those same players turned on her like she was the problem. Think about that.
Caitlyn Clark right now is the hero in the story. If you get rid of the WNBA, nobody's got that emotional attachment to her. We want to see her achieve over here. We want to see her accomplish things above and beyond the obstacles that are being thrown at her. We kind of got into this girl because we see what's happening to her and we want her to win.
She's the reason the WNBA is finally getting primetime coverage. She's the reason ticket sales are up. She's the reason all-star voting shattered records.
Clark in a treatment since she joined the WNBA last year as the #1 overall pick and has become the biggest name in the league, selling out arenas and boosting television viewership. Y'all see the YouTube video right there. But
if Caitlyn Clark walks away and launches her own league, the WNBA is in serious trouble. No exaggeration.
The truth is, the success of this expansion, hell, the success of the WNBA, it is 100% reliant on Caitlyn Clark.
Right now, she's the heartbeat of the league. Ratings driven by Caitlyn, sold out arenas, Caitlyn, merch sales, all-star votes, national headlines. It all starts with her.
WNBA will be back in the trash can. Let's be clear about that. All you elite players that y'all call elite and all this shit that y'all keep telling me will be back sitting next to me on Spirit or Delta flying to Chicago. Y'all be back sitting next to us.
Remove that and what's left. Let's be honest. No one's lining up to watch players who couldn't fill half an arena before Caitlyn arrived. Sponsors won't stay. TV networks won't care. Expansion dreams? Over. And the scary part for the WNBA, she doesn't need them.
But what happens if Caitlyn Clark decides that she no longer wants to play in the WNBA?
She has Nike, Gatorade, Wilson, and a $40 million brand.
We will make Unrivaled work together. With Unrivaled, all the legwork is done. Got a TV deal. Think they're already working on booking arenas. The only thing Unrivaled is missing is a mainstream draw.
She could join Unrivaled, take control, and instantly make it relevant. Or start fresh and build her own tour-style league, one that fans actually want to watch. If that happens, don't be surprised when other players follow her.
Caitlyn Clark is the needle mover.
She is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
And she was the MVP. She is the main draw.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
Caitlyn Clark was never just another rookie. She's a movement. She showed up, elevated the game, brought in millions of fans, and gave the WNBA a spotlight it hadn't seen in decades. But instead of being protected, she's been targeted. Instead of being celebrated, she's been sidelined by jealousy and silence.
Could Caitlyn Clark potentially leave the WNBA to launch her own league? Or maybe collaborate with Unrivaled?
Now, the idea of her starting her own league isn't just talk, it's a warning shot. Because if the WNBA won't respect the star who's saving their league, she has every right to build one of her own. And this time, she won't be playing by their rules. So here's the question. If Caitlyn Clark launches her own league, do you follow her or stay loyal to a system that failed her? Drop a 100% in the comments if you stand with Caitlyn, because no matter what she decides, this story, it's far from over.